This is crazy, and I'm not barely eating any calories today. Oh snap. So the first meal, I'm making some oatmeal. I put a thawed frozen banana in there, half of it. And I'm gonna add some cinnamon, nutmeg, and then I'll add frozen strawberries later. This is crazy. Cook meals all day. Ah! Dang it. I added some frozen strawberries on top, but I kind of like, thawed them out a little bit or rinsed hot water over them. So I'm having this. I'm going to add 2 packets of stevia, and then I have 2 tangerines, and that's what I'm having for breakfast. Excuse the way I'm looking. I'm going to take this camera off me. So I just want to tell you guys, I'm not a fan of oatmeal, but I will eat it sometimes if I ran out of other things like my yogurt or my fruit or anything. I will eat it. This is really good though. The nutmeg, the cinnamon, the banana in there, just everything combined. It came out really good. Plus, I have 2 packets of stevia. Okay, guys, I put everything in the chronometer last night as to what I planned on eating today. Things may change. They may not change. This includes the coffee. I knew I was going to treat myself to some coffee today because I've been treating myself every day since the challenge has been over. But it's almost time for that break because I do drink it part-time. I drink it, and then I take a break, and then I drink it. But I want to stop completely like I did before two years ago? A year and a half ago? I stopped for a whole year and a half, guys. Oh my God, I want to get back to that place again. But anyway, so I put it in. So I put, what do you call that? Oatmeal. It says 1 cup, but I only put 1/2 cup because 1/2 cup is around 150. Now this says 161, but it's around the same. I did a half banana, a 1/2 cup of strawberries frozen, and I put 1 teaspoon. It wasn't really a full teaspoon of cinnamon, but actually let me change that to a half. I did teaspoon of nutmeg and cinnamon, then 2 packets of stevia, and then two oranges or mandarins or tangerines, whatever you call them. I didn't weigh them, but that size is around 70 grams. So I put 140 because I had 2. Oh, the next thing is for lunch. So that's all I had so far. Matter of fact, just let me do something. Copy everything I just ate just to see the calories for that alone. Hold on. Go to the top. 3 dots on the top and push copy, and I'm gonna go to tomorrow and click on those dots and then paste it just to see. Okay, so this breakfast was 337 calories. I'm gonna go to daily report. It has, all the vitamins, even B3. I don't know why B3 is not highlighted, but it says 1.9 milligrams. If you look down at B3, it's 1.9 milligrams. No B12. Oh, actually, no, it does have B12. 2.4 UGs. I don't know why that's not highlighted either. There's no vitamin D, but there's everything else. Minerals, every mineral. And carbs, total amount of carbs is 67.8. If you take the carbs minus the fiber, here's the total amount of net carbs right here. Sugars, almost 30 grams. Fat, 4.3 grams, and protein, 7.5. I'm not going to do this for every meal, but I just wanted to show you this amount. I mean, I'll show you the amount of calories for every meal, but I'm not going to like break down all the minerals and stuff for each thing. That's going to take too much time. Y'all don't even be watching my videos anyway. I'm tired of doing all this work for y'all, and most of you don't even watch. And the people that I'm talking to ain't even watching this right now. Sorry. Okay, love you. Bye. I'm having a cup of coffee. My raw vegan challenge is over now, so I've been having coffee, and I'm a part-time drinker, so I drink it off and on, but I want to stop completely. But anyway, I'm about to work out now. I had a nice full body workout, and then I went on a small walk, but not too long because I was getting hungry and I needed to hurry up and get back to eat. But I went on a little small walk, and it was great. Honey, 2 snaps, a twist, and a kiss. Can't touch this. No, that's hecka corny. Okay, I just came back from my walk. I'm feeling real good, and I'm hungry. I'm about to have my second meal of the day. Now during the weekends, I don't have that mid-morning snack because I eat my first meal later. Like during the week, when I'm teaching, I eat 3 full meals and 2 snacks because I just be hungry every 2 hours. Always been like that, even when I used to eat meat, okay? Every 2 hours I eat because I get hungry. It might be in my mind, I don't know what it is, but I still feel it in my body that I'm hungry. So I don't care if it's mental, it is what it is, okay? Girl, calm down. Come on now, somebody touch your neighbor and tell him, God is good. Anyway, this is what I'm gonna have. Oh, mission sauce. I'm just gonna do a half a tablespoon for this first meal because I'm gonna use some again later and I don't. Might be a little bit more than. Put that on my broccoli. I saw I'm gonna add just this. Because, you know, for the parts that aren't covered with the bitchin' sauce, it's okay. Put down the hatch. Okay, these are really hot. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be eating the vegetables first and then work my way, but just wanted to just... So I pasted just the lunch on a different day just to show you the caloric intake only for this meal. 490 calories, but it's actually going to be less because I have half of a potato left. I have this much left of the potato, so I only ate half, and I'll have this for a snack later. I'm about to go on my bike right now. Maybe rest for 5 minutes and then go on the bike ride. So I went on a short bike ride, and when I mean short, I mean real short. It was only 2.26 miles. I have to start over because I literally haven't rode my bike in like a year. I used to be an avid bike rider, doing like 15 miles, 18-mile bike rides and stuff, and then I lost my motivation. So I'm starting all over again. But it was great, but it was just too hot, so I had to stop, and then I came back home, dropped my bike off, and went on another walk. So I was live, so I didn't get to record my snack, but I had the rest of that purple sweet potato on my walk on the live. So after I went on the bike ride, I went on took the bike back, and then I went on a walk because I did a small bike ride. I didn't feel like I did enough, so I went on another walk. And now I'm back. Taking a shower and work on editing this video. I'm very hot and tired. So I've done 2 walks and a small bike ride today and lifted weights full body. So I did good. I'm on the elevator now, so I will see you guys in the next clip. So did I say I ate a sweet potato for my snack? Yes, I did. Okay, I didn't record it because I was on the live when I was eating it, but I had the rest from my lunch. Okay. Hey guys, I'm tripping. I forgot. I could still have like 1 or 2 servings of fruit on this starch solution. So I think I was getting confused with Mary's Mini. Mary's Mini is real strict. So I think you can't have fruit on that, but this is different. This is Starch Solution. So I'm gonna have some watermelon. I need something fresh. I'm very hot from the bike ride and the walk. So yeah, I'm gonna have this light skin sweet watermelon for my part 2 snack. I'm in my non-matching pajamas. And honey, let me tell you how good I feel in my body after taking a shower. Glory. Thank you, Jesus. We thank you for cleanliness, honey. Did I just call Jesus honey? We thank you for cleanliness, Lord. We thank you for defunctifying me. Because, honey, your girl was funky. I had a change of heart also. I had, planned out what I was going to eat today. I was going to eat the same thing for dinner and lunch, just to make it easy for the meal prepping and all that. But although I love those purple sweet potatoes, yes I do, and they are so delicious. Since I had it for lunch and a snack, I cannot do it again. I just can't. So we're gonna do regular potatoes, and I have a bag of new potatoes I bought, but this is also from last week's what do you call it, grocery haul. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. So this is, I'm doing Starch Solution, so it's a little easier than a Mary's Mini. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but that's when you pick 1 starch and you eat it with non-starchy vegetables 3 times a day. You eat the same starch, no fruit. At least that's the criteria that's how it was before. I don't know if they changed it, but one fruit, but you can change up your non-starchy vegetables 3 times a day. That's when people, you know, like for like a little reset or to lose weight or whatever, which I've tried doing that before. It was supposed to be for 7 days, not for weight loss, just as a challenge. I made it to 6.5, and I just wouldn't recommend it. It will send you through the roof afterwards. You'll want to eat everything. Well, at least that was my experience. But it was just so dry. Like 3 times a day, potatoes and I mean, I love potatoes and stuff, but like when you're eating something and then you're in your mind, it's a challenge. At least for me, like it messes me up. So this Starch Solution is a lot easier than the Mary's Mini. Because you don't have to eat the same starch every meal, and like, you know, if I was doing the Mary's Mini, if I chose purple sweet potatoes, that's what I would have to eat 3 times a day. If I chose white potatoes, I just couldn't do it. And anyway, this is hard enough as it is. Also, I forgot, I could eat a salad with it, which would make it better. Instead of having 3 fully cooked meals, I could do a salad, but since the Starch Solution is like no fat, like high fat like that, and all my dressings are like fat based, so that's why I can't do a salad. It's just easier to stick to the broccoli. But yeah, I just put smoked paprika and garlic powder on it and a little bit of olive oil spray. Sorry if it's dark in here. I don't have my ring light with me, but the window's open, so I have a little bit of light. But yo, it's almost 5 o'clock. Your girl be ready to eat by 5, and I'm not even really hungry. I got my dinner all prepared and ready, but I'm not hungry yet. This is crazy, and I'm not barely eating any calories today. This is crazy. So I made a little change. I ended up, instead of having the purple sweet potato, I'm gonna have a russet potato in a lettuce wrap with guacamole, bell peppers, and onions. So it ended up making my calories go down even more. So the sweet potato I was gonna have was like 450 calories itself, but by swapping that out for the potato, which ended up being less calories, and doing the guacamole and blah blah blah, now my total calories for the day is only 1437. Bruh, I haven't eaten that small since I was a baby. This is crazy. I would never be able to eat that low calorie doing my regular highbrow lifestyle, and definitely couldn't do it with eating fully raw. A lot of other people would be the opposite of me, but my experience is different. This is crazy. Wow, that's really low. Interesting, because I changed the potato and had the russet potato instead of the purple potato. It made my calories go down even more. So I'm only eating 1,437 calories. It actually ended up going to 1,477 because I did a second serving of the guacamole. So 1,477 calories consumed and 2,154 burned, which made me be in a 700 calorie deficit. That is crazy. That means I burned 700 calories more than I consumed, and that's called a deficit. Now, please know, I do not ever eat this low amount of calories. I can't. When I'm eating high raw and fully raw, definitely, my calories will never be this low. And this is not something I recommend. Like, this is too low to be eating on a daily basis. And this is what happens. I did this for you guys to see. When people do Starch Solution and they lose all this weight, it's because they're in a deficit. They just don't realize they are, because they are filling up on these potatoes and these starches like I did today, and I'm not hungry, and I was staying satiated way longer than normal. This stuff is filling you up, but the calories are so low. That's why you lose weight. It's called a deficit. Whether you know it or not, that's what's happening. And I wanted to show you guys. And this is what happens sometimes when people eat raw or all these other diets. They're eating way less calories than they normally do. And it's called a deficit. That's what it is. This is something I would not want to do for a fat loss journey. This is something I would do maybe just for a couple of days if I had water weight from a vacation or a weekend event or something, and I had 3-4 pounds to lose. Maybe I would do something like this. I mean, I won't personally do it, but I'm just saying, if I were to be like that, I would do that for a few days, not for an extended amount of time, because that is way too low of calories. And then once you lose all your weight and you and you just go back because you're going to end up eating way more than that, it's going to do the opposite effect. So I would not want to do this for an extended fat loss journey, maybe just for water weight, just to get water weight off quickly. But yeah, that's way too low, y'all, for y'all to be eating if you are on a fat loss journey. That is just way too low. But you know, to each his own. So here's my potato tacos with guacamole, bell peppers and onions that I cooked, and then on a, what do you call that? Iceberg lettuce leaf. And then I have some broccoli with some bitchin sauce. I'm gonna dip it in. This is my leftover fries. I'm just gonna use some more guacamole. I did 2 servings of guacamole, basically, which is 4 tablespoons. You know, I'm not doing the starch solution totally right because you're not supposed to be having fat. So I had the bitchin sauce and the guacamole, but it's all good because I needed to increase the calories somehow, just a little bit. I ended up at, you know, it's 1477 calories that I've eaten because I added 1 more serving of the guacamole. Anyway, this is what I'm about to have for dinner. Ciao. Ciao. I'm so sorry for anybody who's eating raw. I do not mean to tempt you. But this right here, though, okay, is the cooked bell peppers and onions with the guacamole, with the potato fry. Chow, chow, chow. Now, I don't mind eating a meal like this every day. Matter of fact, you know, it could be a meal that I eat when I have my cooked meals. But chow, this is so good. Hey guys, I took my multivitamin, my ferrous gluconate, aka iron, and my 3-in-1, which includes vitamin D, calcium, and magnesium. So with the food and that, I have exceeded what I need for all my vitamins. Again, the B3 for some reason does not highlight, but I got 25.6 milligrams of that. And then I went a little bit overboard on the folate. And then my minerals, a little bit more, too much for the iron, because of the supplement that put me over. And then I got all my minerals, and sodium was about 830 milligrams. Yeah, so I had a low protein day, only 40 grams, but that's just because I was eating mostly potatoes. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. And just to remind you, when I was showing you the minerals and vitamins earlier, that was for each meal separately. So what I'm showing you now is combined with all my food all day, plus the supplements. So I just wanted to clarify that. When I was showing you the vitamins and minerals earlier, it was for each meal separately. Hey guys, I'm about to do a voiceover. Sorry if you hear noise in the back. My husband's in the kitchen. I don't feel like going into the other room. So anyway, I wanted to quickly go over the pros and cons of this challenge. Pros, I actually was feeling pretty good. The meals were delicious. I did way more activity than I normally would on a Saturday. I did, you know, all the 2 walks, the short bike ride, and a full body workout. I think I was just extra motivated because I was doing a challenge. It was just fun. The potatoes kept me really satiated throughout the day. They were very filling and heavy, but in a good way, while still being very low calorie. And that's honestly why people lose so much weight eating this way. The calories stay very low, but it's very voluminous. The breakfast didn't hold me over as long as the potato meals did. And I ended up having a pretty low calorie day without even trying because the food was so filling. So that was crazy because that would never happen with my regular diet, and definitely wouldn't happen if I ate raw. As a matter of fact, when I eat raw, it's the opposite. I end up eating more calories than my norm on most days. Some of the cons, my stomach was hurting by the end of the night, just temporarily, then it went away. I think it was just way too many cooked meals, too many cooked meals for me. Again, I'm not used to eating more than 1 cooked meal on a regular day, and I don't even have cooked meal every day when I do have them. So that was a lot to go from that to 3 cooked meals. And I could have had salad with some of the meals instead of cooked veggies to make it like half raw. But because all my dressings are high fat, that's not part of the challenge. And I was already bending the rules with the guacamole and the bitchin sauce. So I didn't want to have a third thing. You know what I mean? So anyway, everything felt dry because, these are not high watery fruits like I'm used to. So it just felt dry. I'm glad I had that watermelon. I think it would have been even more difficult if I didn't have that watermelon and the tangerines, some fruit there. I definitely felt like I needed more water, and only having those little fruit quantities was very low for me compared to my normal. I really missed having juicy, high watery fruits throughout the day. I also missed the balance of both raw and cooked foods, and then having 3 hot cooked meals in one day it just wasn't my vibe long term. I just couldn't do it. If I wouldn't be able to do that. And my body is used to eating this high raw way since like 2019. I said 2020 in my live yesterday, but it was actually 2019. The calories were just way too low for me personally, even though I felt full and I really wouldn't have been able to eat more than I did. I just wouldn't want to eat that low of calorie every day. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't feel like that's right. I don't know. I'm confused about that part. I definitely wouldn't have been able to eat more than I did though, because I was just really satiated. It just wasn't enough variety for me. I like to have different fruits and things like that. So just, potato meals, or even if I did rice meals, it's just, I don't know. It's not enough variety for me. And let's see, I like to have more healthy fats in my diet for my snacks and stuff. So that was hard not doing. I already been through those a little during the challenge because, I did include the guacamole and bitchin' sauce, as I mentioned before. If I ever ate like this long term, I definitely would need to add more fat containing snacks like my nuts and things like that. My overall thoughts, I'm in this season right now where I need both cooked and raw to feel my best. That's just what I need and desire. I also think this weather made it harder for me. If it were the winter time, eating 3 cooked meals might have been a little bit more comforting, but because it was so hot, my desire and my taste buds were wanting like cold freshness. So that was a little challenging. But it was very challenging, but I still made it through. It was only one day and I'm good on it. I don't want to do that for a while. I want my raw foods back and my occasional cooked meals, because that is what works for me. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you've ever done it and what your experience was in the comments. Give me a thumbs up and comment. Let me know you're watching. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. See you in the next video. Bye.